behind you.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, let's go. How did all of that? You put it there?
I think I put it there.
That was a smart spot, but it's like really close to falling right there. But that's still a smart spot.
I want to sell those up. I don't care how much I get for them because I know they're beat. I just want them gone.
It's week 13 of the National Football League, and this one features the Saints' creative quarterback. He comes in third in the league in passing touchdowns. It's the Saints and the Broncos, next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
They got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. You look at the Saints' defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
This is a unit that understands what needs to be done to stop the run. And they're a team that goes out and executes as well. Yeah, it's the mantra, stop it, but then going out and getting it done. 2 different things. They combine them.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Now the first carry here for the running back. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. This defense for the Saints very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. Nix to the air. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun is Nix. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw is Nix. And this is going to be incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Breaks through the contact. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. The Saints at 9-2 to start play. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 45 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
He's got it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Extra point splits the upper. makes it a 7-3 lead. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And last time able to... It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. To throw, here's Nix. Over the middle, complete. That's Green. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now it's Nix. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They have what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. That's taken in, Dontavian Wicks. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Throwing Nix. He gets that one complete to Wicks. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have regained the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Saints offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. He's got a rushing touchdown in the game already as you check to see where he is ranked in rushing TDs coming into the weekend. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
I thought once he got out of the pocket, he was looking further downfield. Instead, he brings his sight lines back to a shorter route, settles on his receiver running the drag left to right, and they wind up not getting a whole lot out of that one.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2nd and 5. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Eluding the pressure right. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now from back at the 5. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Trey Tucker, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with them trailing... Still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Off the play fake, Nix. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Here now, 2nd and 4. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And that is incomplete.
Like saying they thought they had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Nix from the shotgun. He's got Green. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on third down, a field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Here we go, set. 19-18.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll get started out west in Las Vegas, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. C.J. Stroud, terrific in the victory, as his guys move their record to 9-4 on the year. Next, we head off to check out another game, and you can see currently they trail in that ball game. 3 touchdown passes there for Jordan Love. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And that game's gone to halftime, all tied at 7-all. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a 1-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for, with both these teams in it to win it.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Saints offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently second in the NFL in rushing. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. This is caught. Touchdown! From 8 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Hands it off out of the gun. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
To about the 40-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's Nix. That's complete to Wicks. This now a 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Broncos send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And they have had problems getting the running game in gear as we look through some of their attempts. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 9 now. Well, this is caught by Williams. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up to the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got his man, it's Williams. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. Nix to the air. It's caught by Royal. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Royal making the catch over the middle. And he will have a Broncos 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Oh, now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like the defense has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's second down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. About 3 yards there to the 27.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. To throw is Nix. Caught by Green on the out route. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now it's Nix. He finds his target, Royal. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 59 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. Now they try the right side here. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Try to take this home. They'll run. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And this one is right down the middle. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
It fights him off, eluding the pressure right. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A desperation heave for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for